Something is changing in global politics, not loudly, not suddenly, but quietly, powerfully, and dangerously, across continents. Governments are facing pressure, wars are reshaping alliances, economies are becoming unpredictable, and in many places, citizens are beginning to ask a frightening question: who is really in control of the future? From Eastern Europe, to the Middle East, to West Africa, the balance of power is shifting, and Africa may be feeling the consequences sooner than expected. If you want to understand how global politics is beginning to shape everyday life in African countries, stay with me till the end. First, let's talk about demand. Demand simply means how much people are willing and able to buy at a given price. Example, if the price of pizza is 10 Ghanasadis, many students will buy it, but if the price rises to 50 Ghanasadis, fewer students will buy it. So we say, when price increases, demand decreases; when price decreases, demand increases. This is called the law of demand. Now let's understand supply. Supply means how much producers are willing to sell at a given price. Example, if phone sellers can sell a phone for 2,000 Ghanasadis, they will bring more phones to the market, but if the price drops to 500 Ghanaian cedis, they may reduce the number they supply. So we say, when price increases, supply increases; when price decreases, supply decreases. This is known as the law of supply. Now here is where it becomes interesting. Prices in the market are actually determined by demand and supply together. If demand is high and supply is low, prices go up. If demand is low and supply is high, prices go down. This meeting point is called equilibrium price. It is the balance point of the market. Now let's talk about something everyone feels: inflation. Inflation means a general increase in prices over time. Example, last year bread was 5 Ghanasadis, today bread is 8 Ghanasadis. This means money has lost some value. You can now buy less with the same amount of money. Inflation can happen because of too much demand. People want to buy more than what is available. Increase in production costs, fuel, transport, raw materials, too much money circulating in the economy. So remember this simple formula: demand shows buyers' behavior, supply shows sellers' behavior, inflation shows how prices rise over time. If you understand these three, you understand the heartbeat of every economy. Like, subscribe, and share if this made economics simple for you. In parts of West Africa, political instability has taken dramatic forms. Military leaders in some countries have justified interventions by claiming they are restoring order, fighting corruption, or protecting national sovereignty. For many citizens, these events create mixed emotions. Some feel hopeful for change, others fear the weakening of democratic institutions, because history shows that when democratic systems become unstable, economic progress often slows, international partnerships become uncertain, investor confidence declines, and the future becomes harder to predict. Countries like Ghana represent an important case in this evolving global story. Ghana has long been seen as one of the more stable democratic states in West Africa. But even stable democracies are not isolated from global pressures: rising cost of living, currency fluctuations, youth unemployment concerns. These challenges are not only local issues, they are deeply connected to global political and economic shifts. When global conflicts disrupt financial systems or commodity prices, ordinary citizens feel the impact. If you are finding this analysis insightful, take 1 second to like the video, It helps this content reach more people interested in understanding global politics, and if you want more deep political documentaries like this, consider subscribing. So what lies ahead? Will African democracies become stronger, more resilient, more innovative, or will global pressures lead to deeper instability and political uncertainty? The answer depends on leadership, institutions, and citizens themselves, because political stability is not only built in parliaments or presidential offices, it is built in classrooms, in communities, in everyday decisions about participation and accountability. The world order is changing, slowly, strategically, and sometimes unpredictably, for Africa. This moment may represent both danger and opportunity. The question is no longer whether global politics will affect African countries. The real question is, how prepared are we for the future that is already unfolding? If you want more powerful global political documentaries, subscribe now and join this growing community of thinkers, and tell me in the comments, do you believe global conflicts are already shaping the political future of African nations?